Welcome back everyone, it's your boy Carolina Goji, 1954 here. Today we're here to talk about our Carolina Panthers upsetting loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Being a Panther fan is not good for your mental health. And even though we lost this game, the NFC South is still wide open and we still have a good shot on winning the division. Obviously, we're in a tight pickle as well. We cannot lose any more games from this point forward, but more on that in a little bit. For right now, let's quickly sum up the game yesterday against the Steelers. So pretty much terrible game. Terrible game. Run game was absolutely garbage yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if it was us or that Steelers D-line was fucking phenomenal. I don't know what happened, but they got players like TJ Watt, so it could be a possibility, but I just don't know what happened to our run game yesterday. That was our biggest strength on offense, and we just couldn't get any rushing yards yesterday. It was ugly. Our pass game was okay, and I kind of appreciate Ben McAdoo for starting to understand that if something doesn't work out, we got to try something else. But at the same time, you can't really abandon the run game completely like he did during this game. I mean, it was good that we switched over to our passing game, but we still had to try our run game eventually again. Because eventually they're going to start attacking our passing game. And unfortunately, we couldn't went back to our run game. But besides that, our offensive line was playing like dog shit yesterday. Well, not really entirely dog shit, but I don't know what happened to this offensive line. That it really gave me last season vibes, It brought back nightmares. But I honestly don't know what happened to our offensive line, but that Steelers D line just completely stampeded our O line. They fucking bulldozed our O line. It was ugly. Sam Darnold was stressed out. He was stressed out like crazy. Kept getting pressured, and he kept getting sacked. And honestly, it's not really Sam Darnold's fault at that point. Offensive line didn't do their job yesterday, and that's pretty disappointing. Defense, I don't know what the hell was going on with them. They fucking slept this entire game, especially the first half. I don't know what the fuck it was going on with them, but. Nope, not good. Defense was playing like garbage, complete dog water yesterday. Especially Keith Taylor. I don't know what was going on with him, but he really needs to step up his game, or else he's getting cut from this team. That was the game. Steelers completely trampled us the whole game. We were lucky enough to get a touchdown and a few field goals, but. Hey, I was a minute late into this game because I had to switch over because Argentina won the World Cup right before the Panthers started. So there was that. But yeah, now on to the NFC South. Still wide open for us. Despite us losing to the Steelers, now us being 5-9, the NFC South is still wide open. You see, the Cincinnati Bengals came in clutch at the last second yesterday. You see, this division would have been closed up if it wasn't for the Bengals beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which they did. Yesterday, they beat the Buccaneers, and because of that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-8 now. Meanwhile, the New Orleans Saints actually helped us out a bit too, because the Falcons were 5-8. Now, the Saints beat the Falcons yesterday. Now the Falcons are 5-9. And yeah, the Saints are 5-9 too. So, at the end of the day, the NFC South is still wide open. Just look at everyone else's record. The Buccaneers 6-8, still on top. Us Panthers 5-9, Saints 5-9, and the Falcons 5-9. You gotta be kidding me, bro. This division is still wide open, and looks like nobody wants to win the division. Nobody wants to win the NFC South. This is pathetic. This division is a complete dog. complete shit show. But we're still in. We're still alive. Thank you, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, what needs to happen for us Panthers to still win the division and make the playoffs? This is what needs to happen. Obviously, we Panthers need to completely win now. We need to win our last 3 games of the season. And it's not going to be easy, but if we get through the Lions this week, then we damn well have a good chance. And again, we got to win our last 3 games, and it honestly doesn't matter what everyone else does. Let me explain. Our division record is 3-1. We're tied with the Buccaneers on having the best division record for the NFC South, 3-1. Now, week 17, we're having a rematch against the Bucs. If we beat them, we're going to be 4-1, and the Buccaneers are going to be 3-2. Now, already, we're going to have the best record in the division. And so, if Carolina wins the last week as well against the Saints, we're going to be 5-1. And the Buccaneers are going against the Falcons that week too. So, if they end up winning, us Panthers and the Bucs are going to be tied with the same record, which would be 8-9. 8-9. So, you might be asking, who's going to win the division if they're both tied? Well, remember, if we beat the Bucs in week 17, we're going to be 5-1 at the end of the season. If we beat the Saints and the Buccaneers, if they win against the Falcons in the last week, they're going to be 4-2. And because we Panthers have the better record, we are going to win the NFC South. Now, a few other possibilities that might happen. Let's say we beat the Lions and the Buccaneers, and we lose to the Saints. Now, if the Buccaneers win against the Cardinals this week, and then they lose to us in week 17, and then they lose to the Falcons in week 18, obviously, we Panthers and the Buccaneers are also going to have the same record again, which would be 7-10. Again, whoever has a better division record wins the NFC South, which would be us Panthers. In that scenario, we would be 4-2, and the Buccaneers would be 3-3, if I'm correct. Obviously, in that scenario, the Falcons and the Saints must already lost at least 1 game before week 18. So, at the end of the day, our division record is going to be our biggest key to success if we want to win the NFC South. Obviously, we got to win. It would be best to win all 3 of our remaining games, but obviously it would be even better if everyone else kept losing and losing as well. Hell, it would be perfect if Saints, Falcons, Buccaneers, they all lose this week and we Panthers win, obviously. And then obviously the next week we beat the Buccaneers and the Saints and the Falcons also lose. And then the last week we beat the Saints and the Buccaneers and the Falcons tie. They tie. That would be perfect, obviously. But at the end of the day, we just need to win our last 3 games and boom, we should be good to go. And as easy as it sounds, it's not going to be easy. We got to get through the Lions. If we get through them, we win against them, we have a good chance. We definitely have a good chance. But at the end of the day, the Cincinnati Bengals helped us greatly. Same with the Saints as well. And yeah, the NFC South is still wide open for us. It's honestly surprising at this point. Pretty pathetic as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for now. So we still got a shot. We still have a good shot to win the NFC South. And that is gonna be the end of this video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. Y'all have a good night. Rest easy. It's not over yet for us Panthers. And as always, everyone, keep pounding. Carolina on top forever, baby.
finer than to be in Carolina for a fan.